It's Week 17 of the National Football League. And coming up next, it's the Jets' towering tight end. There's been no shortage of work for him, sitting second in the league in catches. It's the Jets and the Browns, under the lights on Thursday night.
The dog pound will be barking as EA Sports is pleased to join you from the always raucous Cleveland Browns Stadium in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight, hard to believe, our final Thursday night game of the year, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
And this will not be returned to start the game. The new rule here in effect. The fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Flushed out right. And his first look is incomplete.
You talk about this Jets defense.
They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Thompson Robinson now.
Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game.
They'll be led out by Zach Wilson, former 2nd overall pick, now in his 3rd season out of BYU.
And we all know the scouting report on him. He can attack the field at all levels with a very strong arm and make big-time plays off schedule. We also see a player with confidence and swagger. We see a guy who knows how to lead a team, who knows how to compete, and wants to be great every time he hits the field.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were fantastic a week ago in their win over Houston.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On 4th down, here's the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt for the Jets.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Thompson Robinson here from the gun.
Steps away to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it.
And it'll be intercepted. Fights loose.
And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 15 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Rolling to his right. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. They'll get 34 yards there. They'll try the middle with Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
You look at this Browns defense.
They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Play action. It's Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Wilson.
Right side caught by Jackson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
To throw again is Wilson. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal.
Here's Wilson. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Dalvin Cook
With career touchdown number 60.
And the Jets go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach?
He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
To throw is DTR. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
But that's always a risk on those longer kicks. You have to drive it low to get it there. That opened the door for a better chance for the defense to get a hand on it, and that's just what we saw there.
And even if the odds increase a little bit because it's a longer field goal attempt, it's still difficult to get hands on the football and create a block. Big-time excitement for that unit, getting through and knocking that one away.
Wilson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Cook up the gut. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. On 2nd down, Wilson bringing it in. Jackson left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
It's not cool about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Fights forward at the 20.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
And the Browns getting set to go. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
On second down, Thompson-Robinson.
And this one's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is caught at the 20.
He's got a first and maybe more.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Browns are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room.
They start the drive with Cook. Find some space up to about the 25. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On second down, here's Wilson. Jackson's got it over the middle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And quickly they get to the line. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right.
It's Jackson again on the reception.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. The kick by Gold is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
The best of the early games on Sunday may just be in Buffalo, where the Bills face a big test, as they'll have to contend with the New England Patriots. And lastly, we'll be tuned in on Sunday night for what should be a great one between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Now the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
He gets it complete to Jackson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Now Cook running right. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in here by Jackson.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
From midfield now, here's Wilson.
That is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Thompson Robinson off of play action.
He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Brandon, you know about when quarterbacks protected themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
Now a 2nd and 10. Thompson Robinson will look to throw. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first. Now a give. It's Jackson. He juked him. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there.
With now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Browns have even the ball game with a chance to take the lead here in the final minute of this third quarter.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
And you see Dalvin Cook in the offense heading back out. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. Now Wilson on first down. Being chased out left. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Now it's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Wilson. Buying time to his left. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Jackson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Wilson will throw again. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Garrett Wilson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. So these two teams matching each other's score for score. This last touchdown, that bumps the lead back to 7 with the extra point to come.
And it's a heck of a way to play, isn't it, partner? You feel good about it because you continue to keep the lead and your offense keeps scoring, but you sure would like your defense to make a stop.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Cleveland offense making their way out. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
23 yards the pickup there. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Thompson Robinson. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the Jets force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Wilson. They'll roll him out right. that's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Now Wilson on second down. Flush to his right. Fighting through pressure, eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. So now the Browns down by 7. A minute 39 to go. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. Into the hands of Cooper. Evades the tackler and now some space. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career. And why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Barry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here.
Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have...
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets have just about sewn up this football game. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he will have a Jets 1st down, and that should just about do it. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Jets,
they get the critical victory to move them to 9-7 now.
and they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland,
their slim playoff hopes now about dead as they fall to 7-9 on the year.
and they will look to turn it around next time out.